Hey everyone, happy New Year's Eve. So today I decided to play Pantheon Shyvana. Pantheon's probably my favorite champion in Runeterra now since he was released, and so I really want to experiment with all the different various ways to build him. I love dragons too though, so I wanted to see if it was good because that would be awesome. And of course White Flame is faded and a dragon, so the synergy is somewhat there at least. And in theory it should play like Shyvana Acel I figured, but just a little bit faster. If you don't know what Pantheon does, he's a 4 mana 4/2, but he naturally has Overwhelm, and he comes down with Barrier, and he also has the Faded keyword. The Barrier is pretty important because he has low health when he first comes down, and it also makes it really good on defense. And the way Faded works is that it gives your unit +1/+1 for every time you target it, and then once you've targeted allies in 5 different rounds, he levels up, and then he gets an extra keyword for every round that you've targeted an ally, which is usually just 5, but that does mean that if the game goes really long and then you drop a Pantheon down late game, he could have like insane amount of keywords. Then Shyvana's a 4 mana 3/4. Whenever you attack you get +1/+1. And she comes with Fury, so whenever she actually kills something, she gets granted +1/+1. But once you've seen dragon allies deal 12+ damage, she levels up. And then now whenever you attack you get +2/+2 instead of +1/+1. And on top of that, whenever you attack, you create a fleeting copy of Strafing Strike in your hand, which is like the single combat but for dragons. Just an ally and an enemy strike each other, and then if the ally is a dragon you also heal it afterwards. Yeah, so because we're going to play around Shyvana a lot in this deck, not just Pantheon, we're going to want to run the dragon support cards, like Dragon Chow. 1 mana 0/3, but when you play a dragon it strikes it, and then you draw 1. And so what's interesting is that when the wounded White Flame comes down, it'll strike it, only deal 2 to it, so it doesn't actually kill it. So that means you don't get the Fury proc off of the initial like White Flame play. But sometimes it's even better because then you can get 2 draws, so you can play White Flame, get a draw off your Dragon Chow, then next turn play your Shyvana, and then it'll actually kill it, get the Fury proc, become a 4/5, and give you a second draw. But if for some reason you actually really need the Fury proc onto your White Flame, you can usually just block on turn 1 or 2 with the Dragon Chow, and it'll become like 1 or 2 health, and then you can just kill it with your White Flame. And yeah, White Flame is the dragon card that synergizes with Pantheon and Shyvana. And yeah, so the attack is pretty low to start, but the health is actually pretty crazy for a 3-drop. And because it has Faded, it's going to keep growing. Like, you can just start putting buffs onto it, on top of having Fury, so when it eats things it grows even more. And so it's probably honestly like the best dragon. So it's kind of weird that it's called Wounded White Flame. Then obviously Shyvana herself, and then Screeching Dragon. Honestly, I kind of want to experiment with the Fuse Firebrand. Everyone like doesn't play this card. I think in some metas that Spell Shield will be really annoying for people. And like, yeah, the Challenger is pretty nuts and makes up for like the lack of 1 attack. I really kind of want to try this Firebrand. I think it's just really annoying for a lot of decks to just come down with perma Spell Shield. And another dragon card is Dragon's Clutch. In normal Pantheon decks, you run Zenith Blade, but this card makes a bit more sense in this deck because Pantheon already comes with Overwhelm, and the rest of your units you're usually going to want to buff are going to be dragons anyways. And so you can end up putting Overwhelm onto multiple dragons, or just drawing 2 more if you run out of steam. And so because we're going to want to level up our Pantheon, and you're going to want to target allies in 5 different rounds, you got to run a bunch of little spells that can help trigger that condition. So the best one for that is actually gems. That's why we run Mountain Goat, because every strike gets you a gem. And Mentor of Stones. So if they don't kill Mentor of Stones, you can just grant your supported ally +2/+2, which is really good with sort of any of your units. So whenever it dies, you get 3 gems. And so dragons really like the gems in general because it helps them heal up after they kill things. But they're also nuts for Pantheon because again, it's a super cheap way to be able to trigger his condition. By the way, after Pantheon levels, you can actually trigger his Faded again. And so gems come in really handy after that because then you can like level him up, let's say, with 1 gem. Then if you have more, once he's leveled up, you can use one on him again to trigger the Faded the second time in the same round. And give him a bunch of attack to do a bunch of damage. And yeah, so this isn't really being played very much, but I kind of did like it whenever I got it in this deck. I'm definitely going to keep experimenting with it, but it could be a cut potentially in the future. The other cheap trigger in this deck is Chain Vest. So dragons love this again because they're going to keep growing in stats from Fury and they have to keep being in combat. Honestly, I actually don't mind it on the Goat that much. If you use it on the Goat, you can just end up getting like infinite gems. And it helps level up your Pantheon so fast because you're going to survive combat and at least get like 2, possibly 3 strikes. Especially because as the rounds go on, you can start using this as your buff target for like... Again, it's not like the best target to be pumping up. Like, you'd probably rather a dragon. But whenever I end up going into the Goat, I honestly kind of like it. I've heard that you're not supposed to do that, so I hope I'm not giving you guys like bad advice. But whenever I pump up this Goat, like with Chain Vest, it always feels good and I always level up Pantheon so fast. And the other cheap spells you're going to want are Guiding Touch, because this can also go on your Nexus, but it can heal up your dragons, which is really good. It also helps speed things like Flock. Sharp Sight, obviously, it's like the best Demacia combat trick. There's actually a decent amount of elusives in the meta too. Single combats because they count as a target, but also it's very important to have interaction in like any deck in Runeterra. Same with Strafing Strike, again it's basically the same thing as single combat but for dragons. By the way, I mean you guys probably already know this, but keep in mind you can use these spells offensively. Like if you can get your dragons to have overwhelm on them, when you single or Strafing Strike a blocking unit, it means you do the full damage obviously to the Nexus. And they also have Fury to get an extra +1 attack, and in White Flame's case you'd actually get 2. A 1 of Judgment just feels really good. One of the main counters to dragons is just like boards that go really wide, because usually you're just playing down like 1 unit at a time, kind of each turn. If you play aggro or something that can go really wide, a lot of times you just can't like keep up with that, but Judgment kind of lets you have hope to stay in the game. Now, I also run a Rally. I think it's super important to have at least one of these. And honestly, I want to up this ratio. Like you could run Cataclysms or you could run Golden Aegis, but I probably want more of these. I'm not exactly sure how I'd fit it in though, but for my playtest today, just decks like this are just too fair because you get like 1 attack, you have to wait 2 more times. If you get stunned or something like that happens, it's just too devastating for a deck like this. And so I think that you'd probably want to add in extra rallies if possible. I just don't exactly know what to cut again. Like if you did want to add more of these, you'd probably want to cut spells. But again, I don't know what spells I would really cut for that. Possibly Judgment. But it definitely is nice to have at least one. And the last card is Blinded Mystic. So this is really good in obviously any Pantheon mirror. Whenever they go into the Wounded White Flame and make some big ass unit, you just Blinded Mystic it. But the main reason I use this is just for Shellfolk. I honestly just hate Shellfolk. Shellfolk to me is the most annoying thing in the entire game right now. If I play against Shellfolk too many times in a row, it honestly just makes me want to get off for the day. And so when you run Blinded Mystic, you just hold on to it. As soon as they play Shellfolk, you immediately silence it, and they don't get any actions to do like their trinket trades or anything. So I really like this card in the Shellfolk. Again, there's usually something you want to silence, like an elusive, or like in a Targon mirror, like a Pantheon mirror, you're going to want to silence some things for sure. I think it is a solid card overall. And so I want to be honest with you guys, so you guys don't flame me or anything. I honestly do like this version. It's really fun. Again, I like dragons, I love Pantheon. But technically for my playtest today, the mono Pantheon with like no other champ and just in Demacia, that deck is probably stronger than this. It might just be that it's a bit more refined. Yeah, so if you love dragons like me, you honestly might have more fun with this deck. But I think as far as like win rates or like tiers go, the mono Pantheon one is probably a bit better. Anyways, that's about it. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Maybe even like the video, it really helps me out. And as always, if you want to see me play anything in the near future, you can leave a comment below. I make a Runeterra video every single day, so the extra ideas are definitely useful. And I hope you guys like it. Thanks. Oh no. Do you have Fizz with Bandle, so if I has mini morphs? I'll probably keep Sharp Sight because all the elusives I got. Oh, double Sharp Sight? That's probably good. Singles are good too. We have a lot of interaction. Might actually be okay. Oh, that prank's really fucking annoying. Damn. I actually normally would block this because I get the 3-drop, and then I can just like kill it. But what's it called? He actually has like pokies and stuff, so I don't really want it to die. It's so annoying. He knows we have 2 sharps. I mean, it sucks that he knows we have 2. Like, if we only had 1, we could just use the expensive one and act like we don't have another one. Dude, this prank shit is so annoying. Why is it in the game? I think I have to start leveling up Pantheon. I'm afraid to go too late into the game. The heal could be good later though, but I think we want to save our mana and level up our Pantheon. I don't really like plays like that, but I don't know. I feel like we had to do it there. We're just doing nothing for too long. Fire and fury burn me. We have our one rally, which is good. He already wasted 2 pranks. Oh, they have trinket trades though. So they have like what, 6 pranks?
Never lost a fair game.
Done.
Played one.
If he has group shot, I actually can't single. That's kind of annoying. I got another one. Maybe we save single for other stuff.
What wondrous discoveries await below?
I think this is a pretty good unit.
Come face me.
I think we let the I want him to like have to work harder to kill these things. Okay. He knows we have this sharp sight, right? Wait, couldn't I just use the dragon's clutch this turn? Oh, it doesn't actually count as like a trigger, so I should probably use this one. Oh, it's really good. It levels up our Shyvana.
Now I take to the sky.
Do you think I actually make them overwhelm next turn? Let's have a rally. Like we're threatening 14 damage overwhelm. He also knows we have single, right?
I give voice to the ocean's sound.
Look at this attack. Holy shit. This is what, turn 6? And we have another single combat to like get rid of 3 health if we want to, and it gives a fury proc, so we can do like 4 more damage with single combat. That's nuts. I'm so glad it wasn't like a shelf oak deck though. Fuck, I still hate pranks. Even when I like beat them, it's still so just it's not a good feeling. What is this? Jayce deck with Demacia? Fair enough. I think we keep our units, right? We have a lot of spells in the deck. We need things to buff. Like the worst part about this deck, I feel like, is when you don't draw units, right? So if you can overdraw units for sure, but I feel like I'd rather overdraw units than overdraw spells. Because if your whole hand's like spells, you just lose the game. Maybe I need to keep Pantheon though. Oh, it's pretty good. Hopefully you can't kill this, like a thermo, I guess we kill it. But yeah, he wants to play the spell, right? So this is pretty good. So strike kicking me a free draw. Hopefully it's like a good thing that we could use right now. Nope, it's not. I'm kind of bluffing. Oh, he calls my bluff. I don't really want to have to use that. Cause now a sharp sight just kills me. Why would he expect me not to have like sharp sight or something? Like, cause I tried to slam that shit in, like just attack fast as fuck, so he didn't think I was bluffing. But like, cause normally you just let it go through because it's only 2 damage, right? Cause I didn't pre-commit the buff. Normally you just take the 2 damage, just fucking 2 damage. You don't want to lose your unit, right? That was kind of interesting. I think I want to leave strafing straight up, so I think I just play this. Yeah, I guess so. That's fine, right?
Fire and fury.
And we have like no ways to trigger our shit, man. Kinda sucks.
I help when I can. Shut up when I can.
You might just block and be like, see what happens. Because he might not care about that dragon too much. Am I supposed to just pass, by the way? Sometimes I, like, without... Okay, I'm glad he just let me do that. Because sometimes with this deck, I get a bit too, like, aggro brain. And I do some silly attacks where, like, you just don't really need to. I'm like, I kind of assume that he's scared of me. Like, I've just been slamming, like, attacks, so he's probably thinks I'm on, like, a bunch of spells. But,
Contain the arcane.
I think we just, silenced that one, right?
She called me betrayer. She scorned me.
Strike down the corrupted.
Did I just level up Shyvana with this attack? That's probably fine, right?
There are none like me.
I kind of wanted to block with the 3/3, but I feel like this dragon's already kind of like weak, and he has some big blockers. Man, I am so under leveling this thing. I'm kind of hoping he like goes for like concerted or something, and I can like strafing strike, kill something. I guess I would strafing strike my goat. Is this a concerted? Oh, just 5 damage? If we were to kill this, right? We would get a Fury proc, so we'd go up to 8 health. We'd heal back up 2. Okay. We have 7. He's doing 5. We have 2 extra. We hit this, we lose 5. We keep 2. We heal. We get 1 from Fury. We heal 2, and then we'd still exactly die. I have a couple options. I'm gonna get 2 extra attack. I could just use like a Mentor of Stones and do it onto that, but I kind of like the Challenger. It still leaves me with Sharp Sight and then one of these 2, or like preferably the free Strafing Strike, right? I think I like straight up just sack this. And he just blocks with that, right?
I know the path.
I feel like this turn could get really bad for us.
Not on my work site, bub.
'Cause I have to pre-commit, right? The thing is, like, this would make him survive and deal overwhelm. I guess this is a bit better because it's my free spell. And like it plays around like another sharp set or whatever, I guess. Shyvana's probably gonna die here though. At least I keep my 2 units alive. I don't know. I don't really like that play too much. But I don't know. Like, should I be worried about concerted? Okay, just playing that. Because if I do like Dragon's Clutch, it just feels so awkward. Like, I do get overwhelmed damage a little bit. I would have done 2 damage. No, I would have done 3 damage in the first one. Then I would do quite a bit of damage on this attack. But like, then I lose the concerted either way. I didn't want my whole board to be wiped, so I didn't want to do nothing. So that's a really risky play, what I just did there. It's only 1, so it's not that much damage I take. He's out of mana too. I think this makes his attack suck. He probably doesn't want to attack into this, right? Now the other thing I have to question is I don't really like giving away my I need to use a spell this turn, because I want to level up my Pantheon next turn, obviously, right? The question is, if I stun, right, it's kind of wasted. He wasn't going to attack me anyways. But I don't want to, I want to use a burst speed level up, though. So I need to use, like, a stun or Strafing Strike. But Strafing Strike is really good for, like, other spells he might do. I wonder how much a deck like this is even on, like, interaction like that, though. Like, what if I just strike something like this? Then he attacks. I don't really like this that much. But like if he does find a way to kill my Pantheon, I want to have another one. Oh, it's 3 now? I thought it was only 1. Oh, I was reading the bottom part like a fucking a mongrel. I don't really want to take 9. I'm down to take 3 though. Okay, so now I do this, I think, to level it up. See what I get. I feel like this deck could benefit from Cataclysms and Rallies. I just don't know how to put them in, like what to cut for it. We got Spell Shield, Regen, Tough, and Fury. Not very good. What the Why? I mean, it's Spell Shield.
Mystical levitation requires
I mean, if this dies, we get the gems onto this. Dude, how do we get these shitty keywords? How do we get here?
We must.
What is lethal? By the way, so we're gonna do the overwhelm with the Dragon's Clutch onto Shyvana. Plus, we even have a single attack, a single to get rid of one of the blockers in front of Pantheon and Shyvana. Yeah, we had lethal there, but those keywords were like kind of pissing me off. Like I was just like so confused. Like whoa, we had like the worst combo I've ever seen of keywords. Oh shit! Now he's on Teemo Tristana. That's kind of scary. Kinda spooky. I could see myself wanting to Mystic something. Kinda slow. It's kinda slow. True. I heal 2, get a little gem. Play the white flame. I really want to kill that mayor, but instead I'll just take the 4 damage. Oh, that's gross. I feel like he could do too much this turn if I let that go. I'm gonna have to like strike one. Can't many more, so we're just gonna do the overwhelm. They don't actually count as targets, which kind of sucks, but pretty good attack, I think. Can't mini morph us yet. Do another one later. We can also like rally next turn, because he might not expect to rally. And no. I mean Loki is pretty weak. So like if we target this, it goes up by 1, it'll be 8 overwhelm. Nah, it's not enough. Not enough. I don't think we die here though, right? Why is my game all like that? Just like cut the bottom away. Whatever. Yeah, if he doesn't have, it sucks because like he might be saving many more for next turn. He might actually be debating many morphing right now, right? That's probably why he's not developing minion. Yeah, he might be waiting for like a rally. Interesting, playing around a rally. Like what could he be holding up? Like to literally not play an extra unit? It's like you're literally holding up many more. We can burn a lot of his mana though this turn. Like we burn what? 3 of his mana?
That's why you always carry another pair of goggles.
The problem is like, if we rally right now, he just blocks with that. He could even take away the barrier. It's really not that good. I mean, maybe we have to hope he doesn't have Minimorph. Like, I'm playing around Minimorph, but like maybe he's just bluffing it. Because like I don't know if I can play around Minimorph. Yeah, if he has Minimorph, yeah, it's probably Minimorph. When it's Minimorph, I can't even attack with that, huh? Then it'll just die, and then... Well, he doesn't really die. He just blocks with that. Man, that's so lame. Minimorph is so lame. It's so lame. Yep.
She called me betrayer. She scorned me.
So we can strafing strike that. Oh my god. Wait, what?
Vim, vigor, victory.
Wait, this judgment is gonna be so lit.
How about you? Onward.
It just sucks that I wasted my other overwhelm card.
I cannot turn back.
Holy shit. What the fuck? Wait, he doesn't have any units? No way. Did we actually win? Let's go! Holy shit, that judgment was so nuts! That was so lame when we got Minimorphed, and then the game is like, dude, alright, that was fucked up, we got you. Let's go. Holy shit. That's so broken. Ooh, Trundle Lissandra. What do we ever, we could actually, what do we ever want to silence? I made those little weirding stones. Give me Chow, fuck it. Chow, Goat, Enter, Shiv. Doesn't give us any procs. Good avalanche. So I want to make it like this would be too good of an avalanche for him. This is like an okay avalanche, I guess. That I don't get to trigger this turn. But if I had,
A dark cloud looms on the horizon.
I think we still want the gem this turn. Okay. We're 1 out of 5 on turn 3. Okay. You can play Shyvana, right?
The dragon's
We're not afraid of like
claws to get out.
Ravine or anything. Hopefully they give him a fucking Trundle or something.
They are nothing.
Oh shit.
Nice to meet you.
Speak, stars. Speak, I say.
I want to trigger this turn. I really want to speed it up. I feel like if I don't, that's kind of trolling. Like to be, because we're only 2. I think we do this because if we go for this one, like we could technically like get frozen. We take 4 and then this kills us. Yeah.
Nowhere to
That counts as a trigger as well. Yeah, we're a bit slow. We want to be leveling up on this turn, honestly. You could Ruinate, which we don't really want to happen.
suffer my fury.
You got a problem?
I probably should like double gem this one. Just because now he can just like say okay. Oh, this levels up off the strike, so I'm good. But he does have to pre-commit something. Yeah, we really want to Panth leveled up on this turn. If he hits Spell Shield, I mean, would I even play Panth if he was leveling up on this turn? Because that's super risky. If he doesn't get Spell Shield, our whole board is just dead. It might not have mattered. We really just need to run more rallies in this deck, honestly, I think. Is like the main takeaway from most of these games I've played today. Or Cataclysms. You just need more attacks. Because like this game is so bad for attacking. Like
Test my patience.
you get like stunned or frozen. It's just like, and then you have to wait like 2 more turns. Like, it's just not okay. I'm debating like putting Chain Vest on like my my Pantheon, because that gets rid of 1 keyword. It might be, and it makes it more likely to get like Spell Shield, which in this matchup I need.
Now I take to the sky.
The good news is that he can't play Feel the Rush next turn, right? So we can probably open attack. Oh, we have Overwhelm on this too. I think we're fine to just pass. I'm probably supposed to play Pantheon, because even if you like Ruinations, we just play another Pantheon. And like, the second Pantheon is never really that good, is it?
Nice to meet you.
Hey, maybe it is.
We were never fated to bow.
We could freeze that. I mean, not freeze it, but like make it so it doesn't like. What would be the purpose of that? Just because there's nothing really better else to do.
Are you ready to destroy a
I guess it's enough of a reason.
I'm ready to light the way.
I will make the gods remember this day.
I mean, actually, don't I want that vulnerable to be able to drag it away? That's probably a troll. I mean, I can't use it on either one else. So we got Scout, but Scout could be bad to use. It'd be good if we had a Rally or Cataclysm to be able to do a full swing, and then Cataclysm or Scout with this. I mean, Cataclysm or Rally with just this to get the other double attack. We are gonna be able to put Overwhelm on these though. And I don't think we open attack. It's just a Scout attack.
Bow to your king.
Yeah, I thought he might do that. I think we do this. This is like safer, and if we do it for like the Dragon's Clutch right now, he could possibly like Ice Shard or I don't know. Or do we just do Guiding Touch? Yeah, cause we'd rather have the attack possibly next turn.
It will not last.
So now we beat like Ravine, we beat Avalanche, we beat like Whale, Ice Shard. And he has one less blocker for next attack, which is really good. I was thinking about Fury of the North. That's why I was thinking maybe Sharpsight. Sharpsight was beating Fury of the North. Fuck. Honestly though, maybe that's good, because now he can't use it next turn. He also can't feel the rush. We didn't get Spell Shield though, which is really bad. We can just get frozen.
I won.
Maybe I do Scout attack. If we get Ruinated, we play another Pantheon. Like he can't Ruinate. Oh, Obliteration. Honestly, is that okay? It's okay, right? We haven't, yeah, so it's good that we Scout attack because now we can develop another Pantheon. So we have to figure out now how much mana we want to use. So we probably want an extra trigger on this. So we probably want to use one of these spells first. We're probably gonna want to Overwhelm on our Shyvana as well. We're also probably gonna want to Sharp Sight. If we want to Overwhelm, that's 3. Pantheon is 4. We could use like Chain Vest and Gem. So we could Gem. We have 8 left to be able to go boom boom boom. Yeah, I guess that's the play.
Cast off your fear and stand as one.
We already Scout attack, so that doesn't work this time. If we didn't jam, we wouldn't be able to use clutch plus the Shyvana spell anyways. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it sucks that we can't drag that actually, that's pretty bad. If we do Dragon's Clutch and do 1 over this, we do 10, we'll do 4 Overwhelm. Then we can get this to go up to 6 attack. This is actually created, so it's augment, right? What would this do? Exact lethal? But if we do this, it beats it beats freezing this. We can also beat Troll Champ because of Chain Vest. Let's go. Oh shit, that was a scarier game.
Today we stood firm.
I didn't want to lose it, so I was sorry if that was like a boring game. I was definitely thinking a lot more than normal, but I don't know. I really didn't want to lose that one.